Calvin Castine at the Mart Lanes, outside a beautiful downtown Realty Point. I believe it's the 11th day of, 10th day, I think it's the 10th day of January 2013. And we are here for CBAC Varsity Bowling. It's the A-team, boys A-team. Saranac and Northeastern is the first of 3 games that we intend to do. We'll get the A boys, will be followed by either the B boys or the girls, and then we'll wrap up with the one that we hadn't gotten yet. That was Chris Cokes. This is Dalton Exford. He'll get a 9 for his first frame. Cokes picked up the spare. Morgan Wyatt.
Right on your side.
Wyatt leaves the 6-10. And Brandon Dubray up for Saranac. Dubray will leave the... I'm not sure if that's the head pin or the 5 pin. Here's Wyatt going for his spare. He will pick it up. No, left the 10. That is the 5 pin. The 5-10 split, baby split for Dubray. Matt Jolliker will be up for the Cougars. And he'll get 8 for the frame. There's Jolliker. And Jolliker leaves double wood. He leaves the 2-8. Temperature about 35 degrees when we arrived. In the middle of our January thaw. Jolliker again has double wood here, and he's going to pick him up. It's that 2-pin head on and carried into the 8. So for the Cougars, it'll bring up Kyle Siebert and Jack Malak for Saranac. Malak leaves the wiggling 10. Siebert leaves the 1-3. There's Malak going for his spare. He will miss it. Now we have Siebert going for his spare. He will pick it up. Nice job. Kyle Siebert. Dylan Barry up for the Chiefs. He leaves the 6-10. Joey Robert up for Northeastern. Robert leaves the 3-pin. There's Barry. Put it in the gutter. Give him 8 for the frame. And Robert will pick up his spare. Well, the Cougars are doing a good job of sparing. We have Chris Fall. He leaves 3 pins. He leaves the 1-2-8. Exford up. Start the second frame. Exford leaves the 3-6. So this is, let's see, this is the 11th day of January. I have to refer to my calendar to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 11th day of January. I refer to my pocket calendar. Exford picks up a spare, and Cokes is up for Northeastern. Oh God. Cokes wants to be a little taller here, looking at that hair. It makes him an inch and a half taller by combing it that way. There's Dubray. And Dubray slides it in the gutter. No handicaps anymore. We've got Wyatt for the Cougars. There's a whole bunch of them. We left the 4-7 and the 3-6 and must be the 9. 4-7, 3-6, 9. Dubray looking for a 10-pin spare. And he'll get it. So Dubray, no harm there. Since he was working on an open. Good effort there by Wyatt. He knocked down the 10-pin, but the 3-6 stayed pat. Good job of sliding the 4 into the 10. Now we have Joliker up for the Cougars and Malek for Saranac. Joliker's going to throw it in the gutter. No handicaps, it's all scratch bowling now. It's the way it's always been when you get to the sectional championships, and now it's the same way throughout the season, which makes sense. We're looking for a 10-pin spare, and he'll get 8 for the frame. O'Malley looking for a 9-pin spare. And he gets 9 for the frame. Siebert. Siebert leaves the 2-4-7. And Barry is up for Saranac.
Okay, man.
He leaves the 6-10. Just a glimpse at the team totals, 81-99. Cougars off with a big lead here early. One bowler ahead of Saranac, half a bowler. Oh, an open for Barry. Now here's Robert for the Cougars. And Robert leaves double wood up there. That's the 1-3-9. Fall up for the Chiefs. January 11th. That's right, because the 13th is Sunday, so I should have been able to figure that out. Nice job by Robert to pick up that spare. The 13th is Sunday, so tomorrow is the 12th, and today is the 11th, so I can do the math on that one. Exford will start the 3rd frame for Saranac. And Coach set to bowl for the Cougars. Leaves a 5-pin, solid 5. There's Cokes. And Cokes picks up the strike. He's got it. So a spare for Exford. And we have Wyatt up for Northeastern. double pinnacle, 4-7 and the 3, excuse me, in the 6-10, 4-7, 6-10. Not sure. I know we've never picked up a 7-10 split on hometown cable. Not sure if we've ever picked up a double pinnacle. So DuBray gets about 2 or 3 I guess. There's double pinnacle, 7 for the frame. He gave it a shot. If he could have hit that 4-pin, he would have had a good shot at picking up the 6-10, but he missed it. And DuBray's going to miss his spare. That gets us to Jolliker for the Cougars. A little bit to the Brookton side and left is 6-10. Malik. Now for the Chiefs. And Malik is the 1-2-5. Jolliker will pick up the 6-10. Malik got that double wood of the 5 behind the 1-pin. Might have it. He does. Good job. Good job. This is quickly to Siebert. Siebert leaves the 3-6. We're in the 3rd frame. Barry is up now for Saranac. He will strike. This is the last CBAC home game for the Cougars. Nice hook shot there. Looks like Chucker Chipola on that one. Last Cougar home game in the CBAC here on January 11th. Fall for Saranac. Well, the season came quickly. They do have one more game, strike for fall, is Robert. They do have one more non-league game against Franklin Academy.
You already know.
A lot of the CBAC teams give Chateauguay and Franklin Academy regular teams to bowl against. And helps fill up the gaps for the CBAC teams and give the Huskies and the Bulldogs a chance at having a season for bowling. Here's Coates. Start in the 4th frame. He's working on a double. And it leaves the 10-pin. Exford up for Saranac. Exford left a little mix. The 2, 4, 8, 10. Now Coates will put it in the gutter. Exford will come so close. So close on the 10.
Yeah, it was there too.
Wyatt.
Jonathan, good ball.
And Wyatt will strike for the Cougars. And DuBray up for Saranac. When time allows, we'll check the scores. 9 pins for DuBray. Jolliker up for the Cougars. And Jolliker with a strike. So a quick look at the scores. We see 190 to 250 at the moment. DuBray will pick up his spare. And Siebert will strike for the Cougars. Mallet for Saranac. And Mallet will leave a 1-2-4. Joey Robert plays a 6-10.
Guys, give me 10 more miles.
Looks like he's learning how to text. Robert with the spare. Mallet will pick up his spare. Exford will start the 5th frame. That was impossible. That pin was just defying gravity. And it finally fell over. And Barry picks up the spare. Excuse me, picks up 9 pins. And Exford will miss his spare. 9 for the frame.
I'm not even going to let him bowl his strike ball.
And Barry will miss his spare. Dubray up for the Chiefs in the 5th. He throws it in the gutter. And Fall. Fall still in the 4th frame here for the Saranac team. And he strikes. Dubray for the Chiefs. Dubray strikes. Coke's up now for the Cougars. And it's just Coke for the strike. Time allows, we'll check that score again. Look, if we had time right there. There's Malik. Picks off a couple. And Wyatt. Leaves a 4-5, looks like, from here. 314 to 281, so Saranac has closed the gap a bit. They are a bowler ahead of the Cougars. He'll leave the 1-2. Wyatt will get 9 for the frame. There's Barry. That's the 9 pin. Didn't want to budge. Jolliker up for Northeastern. Leaves the 1-2-4. Rides the rail and picks up the spare. A good job for Barry. Here's Jolliker for a little dominoes, and he's got it. Here's Fall for the Chiefs. He's working on a triple. And he's got himself a quadruple 4-bagger. Siebert leaves the 2-4-7. Siebert leaving a 2-4-7. The Chiefs have completed the fifth frame. And the Cougars have a bowler to go after Siebert. Siebert will get 7 for the frame.
Ready, take that off. Come on, take it off.
Coates is not one to get up and start that next frame. He's a slow starter.
James, go get it. Come on.
So Coates still not getting up here. There's Robert. Robert leaves the 3-5-6. Still waiting for Coates.
Spare, James.
Completing the 5 is Robert with the spare. Exford will actually beat Coates to the draw here. Yeah! It's a late drop for a strike. There's Coates. Leaves the 10 pin. Hey, sometimes they fall, sometimes they don't. There's Dubray. Dubray leaves the 2-4. Barely got it. Barely got it. Barely got it. If he had dusted his ball or had a little less wax on it, he would not have picked that one up. Dubray will pick up his spare. No, that double wood got him. Wyatt. Wyatt leaves the 10 pin. Bringing an M&M to Gerald Robert there. What a nice kid. A couple of pins for Mallet. Here's Joliker. There's a little mix there. It's like the 4-7 and the 3-9-10 or 6-9-10. Mallet. Is 7 for the frame.
Come on, Mart. Whoa. Come on, take that off, Mart. Come on, babe. Right, come on, Mart.
Joliker for the Cougars.
Come on, babe.
Good shot, good effort. It's 7 for the frame, but he gave it a good shot. Barry up now for the Chiefs. This is A teams, game 1 on this 11th day of January 2013. It's got an interesting little mix. 3-10, 4-7, 4-7, 3-4-7-10. No, yes, 3-4-7-10. We'll see how Mr. Barry will do. 247. And Siebert gets 6 for the frame. Fall up for Saranac. They're completing the 6th frame.
Hold on.
That's a good ball.
Okay, Chris.
Joey Robert. It's the 3-6-7. Over here we got the 3-4-7.
Right, Dylan, start again.
8 for the frame. Robert will get 9. It's 396 to 431 for the Cougars. Cougars up by 35 points as we start the 7th frame. Exford for the Chiefs. Give him a strike. And give Coates 8 on his first ball. That's the 3-6. Keeping an eye on the girls and the B boys. Whoever finishes first will go to them. For our second one, we're hoping it's the B boys because we can see them from here. We have to move. We'll lose this vantage point. So Coates gets the spare and Dubray picks up a strike. Brings up Wyatt for Northeastern and Mallett for Saranac. Wyatt leaves the 1-2-4. Mallett gets the 10 pin. Wyatt with the spare. Good job, Jack. Picks up his spare. Joliker is the 2-4-8 is Barry in the gutter. Joliker. Picked it up. Nice job by Joliker to pick up that spare. With Barry. This one stays on the alley and you'll get 6 for the frame. There's Siebert. Siebert with a strike. Fall up for the Chiefs.
I like that one. Do it on the other side.
And he throws it in the gutter. Joey Robert for Northeastern.
Come on, James. Come on, James. Back on it.
Strike for Robert.
Joey. That away. Come on, guys.
Ball gets the 10-pin spare. Well, we got Exford leading off the 8th frame with 9 pins. 479 to 496. Saranac still within striking distance. Here's Cokes.
You find mine?
Cokes leaves the 10 pin. Exford will come out of the gutter, so you gotta adjust the scoreboard. Gotta adjust it to take that spare off. Cokes puts his in the gutter. What happened? Alright, Dubray waiting for the recount on Exford. There's Wyatt. There's just the 6 pin.
Playing into their string.
Dubray up. Dubray picks off a couple. Wyatt for the Cougars, puts his in the gutter, so we'll get 9 for the frame. Well, it's a relatively close game, so it's going to come down, I think, to that 10th frame. There's Dubray. He gets an open. Joliker up for the Cougars. Joliker leaves the 1-2-4. Looks to me like the girls might be a little bit ahead of the boys, B team. 7 pins for Mallett, Joliker.
Try, Jaden, you try.
Plate for the frame for Joliker.
You should have done, but no, that was happening before.
There you go, Jack.
Mallett, pick it up. Good job. Good job. He's good at those double woods. There's Siebert for the Cougars. But that 7 didn't want to fall. You had no choice. It slid to the gutter and had to fall in. Barry up for Saranac. Rose is in the gutter. Robert for the Cougars. There's the 1-2-9. Cougars are a bowler ahead here, 581 to 506. They are a bowler ahead of the Chiefs.
Yes! Yes!
9 for the frame. And a spare for Robert as we were watching that pin wiggle. We're almost done the 8th here. We're getting ready for the 9th. Time for our young friend to go home. Mommy's here. There's Paul. There's the 1-2-4. Exford will start the 9th frame, the foundation frame.
Come on. All right.
Only just the 6 pin.
Get it.
Come on, Dylan. Get it, Dylan. All right.
Paul. pick up his spare.
119 right now. Get it. Nice ball.
Exford picks up his spare. Now we have Coke starting tonight. He strikes. Dugray up for Saranac. There's a 3-6. Quick look at the score, 597, 550. Saranac still within striking distance. There's Wyatt. I can't find any standing. He got a strike. Dugray.
He needs to ignore that. On that Joker!
You're 8 for the frame. Jolliker up. For the Cougars. He gets the 7, leaving the 3-6-10. Malik up for Saranac.
Oh, it's crazy. You gotta spend $100 of it and freeze one.
And that's the 4-5-7. Jolliker will pick up his spare. Oh, goes to Siebert, who is working on a double. And we got Malik trying to pick up his spare. Siebert will go first. 3 strikes.
Yeah, exactly.
3 strikes and a spare so far here in the 9th for the Cougars.
Who to write the check to?
8 pins. 8 pins for Malik. We'll bring up Barry for the Chiefs. First we have Robert here for the Cougars. He's a solid 7. The girls are actually ahead of the boys. I don't know if they get a full 10. It looks like the girls are just about ready to wrap up. They're getting more strikes than the boys are apparently. Robert misses his spare. Barry missing his spare. And Exford will step up there and start the 10th frame. He doesn't wait. Exford leaves the 2-pin. Fall will finish the 9th frame.
There it is.
And he does it with a flourish. Exford going for his spare. Oh, big hook shot. So he has an open here in the 10th. At the moment, it's 606 to 665. Because they're just starting their 10th. Coach is working on a strike. Eight pins for Dugray. Coach double. In the gutter. Cokes with his first fill ball. There's a 1, 2. 1, 2, 8, 9, I guess. There's Mallet. Raise the 1, 3. Wasn't sure of the double wood possibility. Here's Coke's last ball in the first game. We'll pick up the spare. We'll have a solid 189. And a 147 and a 96 for Saranac for Expert and Dubray. Now Mallet will miss his. So give him a 113. And Wyatt up for the Cougars. What do you think about? There we go. Got it in the gutter.
Kevin, come on out.
He was working on a strike. So he can still get a spare out of this. Barry throws his in the gutter. Disastrous 10th frame here for the Chiefs. Strike for Wyatt. Barry hoping to become the first marker for the Chiefs here in the 10th. He'll get 6 for the frame. Wyatt picked up his spare. He didn't get a strike. He picked up his spare, and he was going to go for his fill ball. Good job. 137. Over here we have 113 and 92. As Fall gets 9 pins. 113 Malik. 92 Barry. Cougars are leading by about 100 pins right now. Here's Jolliker. He gets a strike. So the Cougars are coming on fairly strong here in the 10th. The Chiefs not marked yet, but this could be the first one, and it's not going to be. Well, unremarkable. Gives him a 198. That was the only way he could have avoided a 200 game. They throw a gutter ball. Jolliker. The problem is 646 for Saranac. 147, 96, 113, 92, and 198. 761 for the Cougars. Jolliker, his last fill ball, will strike out. Jolliker strikes out to get a 155. And we got Kyle Subert. We're working on a 3-bagger. Meanwhile, the girls have already started over there, so we'll be heading over to the girls. The A-boys are really going slow here. Usually they're well ahead of the B-boys, and the B-boys are right with them. So even though the B-boys will be starting by the time these A-boys are done, we're going to go to the girls because the girls are this far ahead now. How far ahead might they be after the next game? Subert picks up the spare. Of course, that's our plan. We're looking over there. I'm trying to be practical about my area here. I may or may not go over there. I'm not sure. I might wait. I might do the B-boys after all since they're ready to start when these A guys are done. Siebert picks off 7. We'll give him a 179. And we'll have Joey Robert left to bowl.
All right, Dylan, hard is fair.
He'd better grin a little bit after that one. He gets a strike. Cougars with a comfortable margin here against Saranac in this first game. And Robert gets 9 in his first fill ball. Goes over to the spare ball rack. And he picks up the spare. I'll give him a 165, a team total of 825 to 646. And that completes the A boys in game 1. Well, obviously we decided to stay with the B's. All things being equal, we would have gone to cover the girls. But we've got to be concerned about being able to see what we're recording. And the view at the girls' match is not going to get any better than it is now, and if I leave here, I'll be in trouble trying to find a spot to cover the B boys. Kevin Sterling gets it open. Nick Armstrong for Saranac. And he'll get 8 for the frame. And I'll bring up Mark Furman for Northeastern. And he gets a late drop on the 7-10. Nick Mays for the Chiefs. Leaves the 3-pin. Looked like the 3-10 for a while, but the 10-pin decided to fall. And we get it to James LaPierre for Northeastern. LaPierre leaves the 1-2-8. Mays will miss his spare.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Jack, you get it.
LaPierre picks up his spare. And 8 pins for Lance Baker Defiant. Dylan Gooley for Northeastern. In the gutter. Out of the gutter. A gutter ball strike.
Yes.
A gutter ball strike. You do this long enough, you're going to see anything here. But now I'm certainly glad I decided to do the B-boys here. I would have felt very bad if I missed a gutter ball strike. Here's Boharnwall, Brendan Boharnwall. Here, just the 10 pin. And we had Baker Defiant had an open. So there's a 10-pin spare opportunity here for Gooley. Gooley didn't even get to see it. He had his back turned. It's 9 for the frame. Got 19 for the frame, actually. You don't see that well, but 19 for the frame. But only 9 will count. There's a gutter ball for Boharnwall. And we'll bring up Josh Frenier.
Everybody needs a couple more balls.
That one stays on and gets to the 10. And we got Matt Fall. Fall and more fall. Looks like it might be the 9 pin, so that's the 1, 3, 6, 9, 10. Frenier gets 7 for the frame. Armstrong will start the second frame for the Chiefs. And 9 pins for Fall. Here's Armstrong.
You can do it, Chris.
1, 2, 9.
Good ball. Good ball.
And Sterling gets all but the 7 pin to start the second for the Cougars.
Someone's good job. All right, Chris. All right, good job. Way to mark it, Chris. That's it.
7 pins for Armstrong.
You don't have to duck, you're not going up.
Oh, that's quite a hook. That's quite a hook there for Sterling, but a lot of spin on that one. So we'll get us to Mays and Furman. Furman will go first. Furman gets 5 pins. And Mays gets 9. I'm going to get 9 for the frame. Excuse me, 6 for the frame. Mays gets 8 pins. Lapierre leaves a 3 pin. Baker Defiant. That looks like the 3-6. Might be the 4. Give me the 3-4. Might be the 4-6. Lapierre. This is his spare. It is the 4-6. Baker Defiant. Gutter ball. Here's Gooley. 3 pin.
All right, Chris, you can do it. Ball, Zoe.
Barnwell up for Saranac.
Good job, Caitlin.
Are you talking about the wrong
Leads the 5-8.
last year I said
Lily.
last year I said
He picks up his spare. Barnwell up for Saranac.
yeah, you gotta stick your foot in the water every once in a while and see how hot it is.
He'll pick it up.
He was well within
There's Frenier. Frenier picks off about 3. Fall gets 7 pins. And 8 for the frame for Frenier. I decided to move over one space here where I'm recording, and it took me a little longer than I thought it would. And now my microphone cord is wrapped around my tripod. Ball gets 6 for the frame. And we have Armstrong starting the 3rd frame. Armstrong picks off 7. And Sterling will start the 3rd for the Cougars. Leaves a 5 pin.
Good job. All right, Madison.
And open for Armstrong. Spare for Sterling.
Good job, boys.
There's Mays. Mays with the strike. And Furman with the strike. Wouldn't bother us if these guys all got strikes for us the rest of the way here. That's a little gutter ball for Baker Defiant. We got Lapeer waiting to go. As he dries his fingers.
There you go, Brandon. There it is.
A reset, I guess, for Baker Defiant.
Come on, James.
Strike for Lapeer.
Good ball.
And 9 pins for Baker Defiant for the frame.
All right, Brandon.
That's all right, Brandon. Come on, Cooper. All right, Caitlin.
There's Willie. Leaves the 3-6, I guess. For Harnwall. Leaves the 3-9. Yeah, that's the 3-6.
There you go, Jack. There it is. Yeah! There, boy.
Willie will pick up his spare. Elbow Harnwall waiting to get his double wood. ball misses it. Renier.
We got it, John.
It's up to 1, 3, 6, 10, 8. The ones he left. Fall will complete the third frame for the Chiefs. On this next ball. Renier will get 6 for the frame. Left himself a picket fence. Ball. Leaves a 6-10. And we got Armstrong set to start the fourth frame. In the gutter. Sterling. Sterling leaves a 7. That's 7 or 8 for the frame. Sterling will miss his spare with that hook. The 7-pin is the tough one for the lefties. The 10-pin the tough one for the righties. There's Furman. That's the 1-2-9, I'm thinking. Waiting for Mays. Mays is up. Mays leaves double wood. Furman gets 8 for the frame. Bring up the pier. Pier gets all but the 4-7. Mays has that double wood. 3-9. He will fire a warning shot. Lapierre will hook in there and get it. Nice job. James Lapierre. Baker Defiant. It leaves a 1-2-8. And Gooley is up for Northeastern.
There you go, Brandy.
Leaves the 4-7. And left the 1-pin. 9 pins in the frame for Baker Defiant. Really misses his spare. The Harnbaugh. That's the 5-pin. And Frenier for the Cougars.
Alright, Jack. Don't worry about it.
Frenier leaves the 3-6. Harnbaugh picks up his spare. Grenier will cover his. That gives the Cougars 2:36. We'll wait till the Chiefs get over to lane 16 before I can tell you what their score is. Fall with 6 pins in his first ball in the 4th. Armstrong will start the 5th. Armstrong leaves the 3 pin.
I'm hoping that's the case.
Ball will pick it up. Nice job. Nice job off the wall for Fall. 189. And a miss and an open, so it stays at 189 as Armstrong misses. Sterling will step up for the Cougars. And Sterling will get the strike. We're waiting for Mays. There he is.
All right, get it.
Mays up for Saranac. The Furman for Northeastern. Mays leaves the 10 pin. Furman leaves the 5 pin.
There it is. There it is.
We will be back. Our plan is to be back in a week. This is the 11th. It'll be the 18th of January. The Cougars' final home match of the season, as both players pick up their spares. That'll be, as we mentioned earlier, Franklin Academy, and we'll cover the senior portion of that and get as much as we can of the first game, and then head for Northeastern to cover boys basketball. The Pier gets about 2 or 3, and Baker Defiant at 7 in his first ball in the 5th frame. Nice job. Off the wall to get the 10. Lapierre will leave the 3, 6, 10. Give him 7 for the frame.
Take it off, James. Come on.
The Harnwa for Saranac.
Try, Morgan. All right, man.
With just the 7 pin.
Hey, buddy. Ball break.
Dooley leaves the 3, 6, 10. And Barnwell throws his in the gutter.
Come on, Matt.
Dooley looking to pick up his spare. Ball in the gutter. And we got Frenier. You got 5. That's the 1, 2, 4, 3, 5, I think. And a gutter ball for fall. It's a double gutter, I think. Oh no, you got one pin, I think. And Frenier gets one more pin to give him 6 for the frame. So we will move to the 6th. And we have Armstrong. We'll start it up. He'll beat Sterling to the line.
It's okay, Chris.
We'll get the 10 pin. Sterling will lead the 5. We're watching viewer-supported local television, hometown cable. If you're watching this, we need your support. And need viewer support to keep this programming coming. And to be honest, let's see. Sterling picks up the spare. Mays and Furman. At this moment, we got a couple of families that are supporting us. That's about it.
There you go, Brandon.
Just a couple. We certainly put a lot of effort into getting the bowlers covered, and we would appreciate a little more support on the parents involved, the families involved. Here's Mays. He'll miss his spare with a gutter ball. And Lapierre going for his spare. As a viewer-supported local television, if you'd like to see this continue, we would certainly appreciate hearing from you. We need everybody to start supporting this. There's an open, actually a gutter ball for Baker Defiant. Gutter ball for Baker Defiant. Bully missed them all. Baker Defiant gets 3 for the frame. Bully going for his spare. The girls have already completed their 8th frame. They're still in the 6th here. You guys better start picking up some strikes. Bully gets 9 for the frame. Will bring us to Beauharnois and Frenier. This guy is some distant relative of one of my favorite basketball players out of the Saranac area down there at Beauharnois. Frenier getting 9 pins. Donnie played in the era of the great Alan Palmer, so he didn't always get the recognition that he might have otherwise gotten. Alan Palmer, much like Steve White, are very unique ball players and very much fun to watch too.
Run away, Josh! Woo! Way to go, Josh!
9 for Fall on his first ball. Armstrong starting the 7th frame. He gets 8 pins. Fall. Got the spare. Looks a little bit like Ralphie, huh? From Christmas Story.
Right.
Here's Armstrong. Armstrong picks up his spare. And we've got Sterling pulling with a strike. Their grandmother Kitty is here. Kitty and Norman Bayshard, fine viewers, supporters of Hometown Cable. Mays in the gutter. And Furman with a strike. Mark Furman. The girls are well into their 9th frame.
Get it, Morgan, you can get it. Let's try that.
7 pins for Mays. Lapierre picks up the strike. Baker Defiant for Saranac. But the Cougars have 3 strikes here in the 7th. Baker Defiant misses. Gets about 3 in its first ball. There's Gooley.
Come on, get it!
Gooley keeps it rolling. And Gooley makes it 4 Cougar strikes here in the 7th frame. And Baker Defiant will pick up his spare. Nice job by BF. Frenier, the Cougars, all strike in the 7th. Really like to see strikes Barnwell. Here is a 4-7-9. Armstrong. Starting the 8th frame. Leaves the 1-2-4. Barnwell gets 8 for the frame. Fall left to go. Armstrong gets 9 in the 8th. Fall complete the 7th for the Chiefs. Leaves the 4-7. Mays will come up now for Saranac.
Come on, Crisco.
Mays leaves the 3-10. Fall will get 9 for the frame. So it's 3:29 with an extra bowler to 4:43. So the Cougars look like they have this well in hand. The Chiefs have, this is their second bowler in the 8th frame. So they're 2 bowlers ahead of the Cougars. There's Sterling. Did I say Sterling or Gooley? Sterling is the one whose grandparents are here. Not sure if I said that about Gooley or Sterling. It's Sterling. Armstrong gets 6 pins. Sterling will miss his spare. Oh, this is Armstrong. This is Baker Defiant. Going for his spare, and he will miss it. It's 7 for the frame. There's Furman. I think he's working on a double. give him a triple. Oh, yes, there it is, a triple for Furman. The graphics aren't working today. The Harnwall. Whoop, it came in a little high on the approach that time for the camera. Look here. That's a double.
Come on, baby. Get up there. Get up. Get up.
The Harnwall. It's there. That's going to go in the gutter. Now we have Gooley. Gooley leaves the picket fence. A 1-2-4-7. Ball up for the Chiefs. With 4 pins. Gooley going for his spare. That's just the full pin. Good try, good try. There's Fall. And then 9 for the frame. And Frenier gets 7. Sterling will step up to start the 9th frame. The girls are finishing their 10th frame right now. That's 8 pins for Sterling. Here's Frenier. Give him a spare. And give the Cougars 555 to 361 over Saranac. Spare for Sterling. Armstrong up for the Chiefs. Armstrong picks up a strike. Furman. Furman left a 7 pin. Mays. Mays leaves double wood on his first ball. Furman will spare. Mays has the 3-9 to pick up. I have a poster in back of me that's attacking me. Lapierre gets 7 pins. Owner Mike Goyette here entertaining the troops. That came out of the gutter, that'll have to be reset. Spare for Lapierre. They can defy it. I'll take it. Nobody questioning it. His teammate said bold. I don't think 1 pin's going to make much difference. Give him 7 for the frame. strike.
Okay, Jack. Okay, guys.
The Harnwall. Leaves the 5 pin.
Come on, Josh.
Grenier.
Come on, Josh.
Putting the Cougar half of the night. The Cougar and Saranac girls are already in the first frame of the third match. Grenier with a strike. The Harnwall. And we'll see if Armstrong will get up and start the 10th. Been pretty good about doing that. There's a spare for the Harnwall. Armstrong is up. And Matt Fall will start the, we'll wrap up the 9th.
Try, Caitlin. Come on, Matt Johnson.
Ball leaves a 4-7. Armstrong leaves a 1-2. Fall will 8 for the frame. Well, 420. 643 Cougars.
See that last year's ball either? You see the big majors on.
Armstrong will have it open in the 10th.
Okay, good job, Chris.
Jollico's up there, I'm sorry. I'm looking down below. Jollico's at a 242. Let's go back to this one here, Sterling.
Oh, beautiful.
It's 9.
Make sure she's breathing.
One is first throw ball. There's Mays. We'll check Armstrong's score here in a moment. Sterling picks it up. 152 for Sterling. 87 and 87 for Armstrong and Mays for Saranac. There's Baker Defiant. Gets 9 pins. Thurman took a late drop on the 7 for a strike. And 9 for the frame for Baker Defiant. 9 pins for Thurman on his first throw ball. Well, let's see. 87, 87, 86 for Baker Defiant.
Yes, you can. You got more years.
Alba Harnwall picks off 6 pins, leaves the picket fence. And a better ball for Thurman. 245 for Robert. Barnwell. Barnwell will miss his spare. And we have Lapierre. Lapeer leads with 3-6-10. We got a 104 for Barnwell. And a 186 for Furman.
Thank you.
A spare for Lapeer. Fall. Up a strike. Lapeer. 165 for Lapeer. And Fall. You get 8. Dooley getting ready for the Cougars. All picks up his spare. And a 97 is Dooley. Dooley with the strike. Coach Rick Dumas telling him how to do that again. Lapeer with a 165. Really working on a double. And he'll get 7 on his last fill ball. Or his first fill ball, excuse me, his first fill ball. It's in the gutter. Show Falls total? I don't think I did. He had 97. So there's your totals for Saranac. 87, 87, 86, 104, and 97. Dooley finishes with a 141, so it's 152, 186, 165, and 141 for the Cougars. With Frenier set to go. He gets 9 pins, leaves the 7. And a spare for Frenier. Well, he's got 132 plus his fill ball. With a strike, with a strike, he can beat Dooley by a pin. And he will. Give him a 142. And that'll wrap it up. That's the total for the Cougars. And we can't see the total for Saranac. We're going to move on to the girls. As expected, it was very difficult to find a spot to tape the girls from. I'm standing almost in front of the place where the wait staff comes to order drinks at the bar. If anybody wants a drink, will have to go through me. We're in the girls' third game. They are starting the fourth frame, I guess. This is Maddie Dumas. And we've got Brianna Smith finishing up the third frame. Dumas has brought her a churn section here. Nice to see Larry and Dolly. Here, cheering on. Here's Dumas. Will pick up the spare. And as we in the fourth, this is Taylor Duquette and Jaden Goslin for the Cougars. Goslin gets 8 pins. And Duquette picking up his spare. Actually, that was not Duquette. That was Heather Humfeld. Goslin will miss her spare. Here's Katie Downey. I think I may have discovered why the girls were going so fast. I have a blind spot. I kept looking over and I saw there was 5 bowlers listed, but Saranac has only 4. So they have a blind spot. That's why the girls are moving faster. Caitlin Bruce and Downey. Downey misses her spare. So now we've solved the secret of the girls bowling so fast here. They're a bowler less than they should have. That's an open for Bruce. And this is Alyssa Aquila. Aquila gets 8 on her first ball. And Devin Goslin will step up for the Cougars. Goslin gets a late drop and leaves the 138 for Goslin. However, that doesn't say Aquila, it says Huddy. I have 2 blind spots. Yes, that's right. Goslin gets. Here's Aquila. Oh, they're bowling out of order? What's happening here? There's Aquila. Okay, it's out of the order that I was given, that's all. They don't have 2 blind spots, apparently. Now we have Smith.
Good job, Brady.
As my microphone tries to escape. Oh, Duquette up. Or is that Humfeld? There's Humfeld. No Duquette. Dumas. So, okay, they do have 4 bowlers there. Not 3. And the Cougars have 5. Here's Humfeld getting an open. Now we're up to Jaden Goslin. Leaves the 4-7. Downey up. Or Saranac, Katie Downey. Downey leaves a picket fence and a 9 pin. 1, 2, 4, 7, 9. Goslin will get 8 for the frame. Takes it in stride. Downey. Left the head pin. Well, we got Bruce. There's a 1-5-3-10. 1-3-5-10. In the gutter for Huddy.
Have you ever taken sweat before? Here you go, Jack.
Bruce going for a spare. There's Huddy. Huddy's in. Whoa! Hanging on. Hanging on. Got one for the frame. Devin Gosling gets a late drop. She got a strike. How about that? Devin Gosling got the strike. Akia up now for Saranac. She lays the 2-4-5. Smith. Smith leaves the 10 pin. Kia gets 8 for the frame. Dumas. Count 6, so she must have got 4.
Everybody has blue. I won't come home and I what to do inside. I have a clue.
Here's Humpeld. I gotta cross Duquette's name off here before I keep thinking it's Duquette. Dumas leaves the 10 pin. Humpeld gets 8 for the frame. Jaden Gosling. Leaves the picket fence. Katie Downey. Let's check the totals here.
Oh my God.
316 to 274. He was up by 42. A miss for Gosling. Bring up Downey. And she's got 7 for the frame. Bruce up for the Cougars. Bruce gets 9 in her first ball. Huddy up. And she gets 8. And somehow Bruce managed to miss that. Huddy. Nine for the frame. I once knew a Huddy. I can't remember what his name was. I think it was Jerry Huddy. Is Gosling in the gutter. And 9 pins for Kia. Devin Gosling will get 7 for the frame. We are in the 6th frame, by the way. So they started early because of the 9 instead of 10 bowlers. And we got here late. Smith gets 7 pins. Dumas starting the 7th frame gets 6 pins. It's like the 1, 3, 8, 10. Eight for the frame for Smith. Seven for the frame for Dumas. Here's Umfeld with her 7 pins on her first ball. In the 8th frame. Jaden Goslin gets about 4 or 5. Actually, we're in the 7th frame. And a nice spare there for Umfeld. Goslin will pick up her spare. Nice job. And Downey leaves the 3 pin. There's Bruce. Leaves the 2-7 as Downey misses her spare. We have Huddy. There's a 1-3-10. Bruce will get 9 for the frame. Huddy going for her spare. Will get 9. Devin Goslin got 8 pins on her first ball in the 7th frame. Keela. He's a 3-9. Spare for Goslin. Keela looking at her double wood. Waiting for a ball. And we have a lost ball. 9 pins for Smith. And Aquila misses her spare. Nice job by Smith, Brianna Smith. And Maddie Dumas will start the 8th frame for the Cougars. And she leaves the 6 pin It's Homfeld.
We all say, you know, like this wide, but
It's 5 on her first ball right now. It's 370 for the Chiefs. 402 for the Cougars. So Cougars by about 30.
good shot, Mike. Slice down the sidewall. Broke it. Because then I had no things I could jump on it. And all the
8 for the frame for Homfeld.
Once I got the beach tops, I had to find it all the way around.
Another ball that doesn't want to come back. Downey up for Saranac. Leaves a 139. Dumas bowling her spare. Will miss it. Downey. Nice job. Gets the double wood. And that's all 3 of them down. Good spare for her. About 8 pins for Huddy. Jaden Goslin with a strike. And showing her exuberance. Ooh, spare for Huddy. And Bruce. That's 1 on her first ball. Akia up for the Chiefs. And she gets 6 pins. Bruce looking for her 9-pin spare. Gets 8 of them, so I'll give her 9 for the frame. Kia.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to get
She will miss her spare. Roslyn over there visiting instead of being ready to bowl here. Devin Goslin picks off about 5. And we're waiting for Dumas to start the next frame. 9 for the frame for Goslin. Oh, Dumas will get up here with Smith. With Saranac only 4 bowlers. Cougars should jump up and start early whenever they can. Smith gets all 10 of them down. Dumas gets 8. They are starting the 9th frame. And Northeastern's up by a little over 60 pins. There's Homfeld. He gets 4. Dumas picks up his spare.
I bought a brand new
That's a gutter ball from Homfeld. There's Jaden Goslin. She's got a double. There's Downey. Downey gets 6 pins. And her first ball. Bruce up for the Cougars. Bruce gets a late drop for a strike. And 8 pins for Downey. A strike there for Bruce. And we got Devin Goslin up. He's a 136. Huddy. She gets 4 pins. Seven for the frame for Goslin. Huddy gets 9, leaves the 5. Now we have Smith. Leaves the 4 pin. Akia. There's the 2, 7, 8. Smith. And Akia. Akia gets 9 for the frame. Smith gets the spare. Homfeld up for Saranac. She is... Oh, we're in the 10th already. We're in the 10th. Kind of snuck up on me. And Dumas. Dumas with a strike. 469, 552. Cougars would appear to have it in hand as we start the 10th. In the gutter for Homfeld. Dumas' first fill ball is good for 9. For Homfeld, where she give her a 95. The blind spot got a 117. That's pretty good for a blind spot. It takes so much, what a percentage of her average, I think. Here's Downey. That's Duquette. We'll bowl the 117 without being here. Downey gets 5 pins. Dumas gets a spare. We'll give Madison Dumas a 150. 390 series. Downey will get 6 for the frame. We have Jaden Goslin. He gets 6 on her first ball. A 95 and a 101 for Homfeld and Downey. Here's Huddy. And Goslin. Goslin in the gutter. She'll have an open. So we'll give her a 123. 309 series. Putty will miss her spare. We get an open. Here's Bruce. Bruce picks up the strike. There's a Kia. Kia with a strike. Alyssa Akia. Now Bruce. Almost a strike. Once he has another fill ball. Akia. We'll give her another fill ball. Bruce, her last fill ball. Kind of tiptoes away from that one. Kia gets 9. Devin Goslin. It's off a couple. So Kia gets a 111, 356, so she's the only one on her team to beat the blind spots. Apparently Taylor Duquette is Saranac's top bowler, because that's not her total average. It's a percentage of her average that goes up there. Goslin picks up the spare. Let's see. Jaden Goslin with a 123. Caitlin Bruce with a 112. Caitlin Goslin will add 7 to her total to give her a 133. Right now, Dumas is a 390, the high series. And our last bowler will be Brianna Smith. Looks like she's giving us a lot of thought there. He's 3-6-10. Now, originally, when we scheduled this here, it's at 6:20 right now. We were going to head from here to Shazy to face Shazy, to see Shazy and Johnsburg in boys basketball. But Johnsburg, there's an open for Smith, a 133, give her a 383 series. Johnsburg called this afternoon to cancel out. We had some freezing rain, so I'm sure that was a big part of the reason. So the girls are done. That means we are done. Let's see what the final total was here if we can. 651 to 500. So that's the way it was in CBAC High School Bowling. The Saranac Central Chiefs at Northeastern Clinton. You're watching viewer-supported local television, Hometown Cable. Win, lose, or draw, TV worthy of your support, Hometown Cable.